Now we're looking at the pixel forest. There's 252 stakes with 15 pixels in each. It takes me 2 days to set these up just by themselves. But as you can see, the attention to detail of how the height and the rows are set up is what makes it unique as well. You have to have a process to this whole display. You got to understand time management, but you also got to have fun. If you're not having fun doing this, this turns into nothing but work. When I come out in the yard, it's quality time for myself. It's therapeutic because I'm pulling what's in my mind out and trying to bring it to life through the variety and the canvas of lights that we have in our display. I truly enjoy the whole process, even making all these connections every year. But it's the joy that it's going to bring everybody else that makes this so much easier for me to do year after year. Because it takes one calendar year to pull this show off every single year for the past 5 years. And it's been time well spent and totally enjoyable. So I hope you enjoy this behind the scenes, up close and personal with what goes on in our show. So I'm gonna take this off the tripod. I'm gonna bring you over and let you see even closer how detailed it is. See all those extensions? They're running up to that controller and they're tie wrapped all the way up there. And as we get to that controller, you see them neatly placed. And that's just how I do everything. It's not about what somebody else wants to see, it's what I want to see. And my standards are different than most. This is just my way of setting it up. I'm not putting any pressure on anybody else to try to do it this way. It's a lot of time consuming moments out here in the yard. So look at this concrete border. Imagine the headache that causes every single year, because I've got to take in consideration that gap in order to get this whole row lined up perfectly. Once again, I take measurements. My tape measure is my friend. I measure these gaps since I started doing this so that it gives me a reference in order to set this up the next year. Because the last thing you want to do is get 7 or 8 of these in and you're off. Something's got to give. And you definitely don't want to have to yank them all out to start this whole process over. So I'm giving you these tips. Think things through. Look at them 2, 3, 4 times just to make sure that you have the perfect game plan.